It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning. Welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV. I'm your host, David Stroud. Well, as always with Scooter Scott Kelly's.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's another morning.
Tuesday.
And it's nice.
I know, right?
Temperature's beautiful.
Yep, I think we're coming into fall. We're starting to see more 80 degrees than 90 degrees.
Unfortunately, I think we're going to see some more summer weather. But, yes, we're going into fall.
Yeah, you had to,
Yeah.
Jinx it.
Yeah, there you go.
That's all right.
That's just the kind of mood I'm in, so it's just going to happen. Just got to roll with it.
I'll roll with it. I'm just enjoying being out on the lot, not going into the 120-degree campers.
That had to have been tough because they're all closed up.
Yep.
In there.
No airflow. Stagnant. So you can literally go inside of one. It can be 99 degrees outside. Excuse me. Go inside one, then come back out, and it feel like it's 79 degrees.
Yeah.
Because it's so hot in those things.
You're
it
like
feels
walking
like a
into
cool
an attic.
breeze. Yeah. It's exactly what it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Going into an
That's
attic
crazy.
on a hot summer day.
Crazy.
Anyway. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for watching. We'd like to start the show off with the morning prayer brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state and one in Memphis, Tennessee, and we appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. If you need them, just give them a call, 870-425-2161. Now we'll take a pause for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I'm asking for you to watch over our nation. It is something that I think we'd got to keep asking for because it just seems like it's getting worse and worse. We're going to watch over us and our politicians to make the right decisions, and for these butting of the heads to stop and find some common ground. If you can kind of push some people in that direction, that would be great. And as always, watch over our children. School is about to come up. It's about to, in some places has started, and ours will be starting next week. Watch out for them as they get on the buses and, make people pay attention and to stop when the bus is stopped. But just let's have a happy start to the school year. This I pray, amen.
Amen.
Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. If you need pre-need service, it's good to have a plan in place. Give them a call, 870-425-2161. Scooter and I have talked about it multiple times about our plan. He's like, just throw me in the ground, throw some dirt on me. And I said, just burn me up and scatter me on a beautiful view. Somewhere on a mountain, I don't know, by a river. It doesn't matter. Just wherever they want to go visit me, right?
That's a good way to look at it.
That's what I thought.
Sit there and enjoy the view and...
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit. I might not talk back, but you never know. I could be whispering.
You never know. It's David, so anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Give them a call, 870-425-2161. With that, we're going to watch Bob and Linda Zador's commercial. Very funny.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
Linda and Bob Zador, a 98% satisfaction rating. That's who you go with.
It is. They won't leave you in the dark, that's for sure.
Exactly. Although it could be fun.
Well, all right, in certain situations, I'll give you that.
Situations,
but not in this situation. If you're buying a house, the last thing you want to be is left in the dark.
Yeah. And I mean, great realtors will not leave you in the dark. They're going to be with you every step of the way. Then they're going to be taking care of almost everything for you.
Yep.
You really have little to do, except for when you hire the Z team. One of the things that I always suggest is let them stage the house for you.
Yes.
Let them come in and tell you, okay, this here, that there, take this away, put that. You know what I mean?
Listen. Linda, I'm going to get this out.
Listen to Linda.
Yes, listen to Linda.
Yeah.
She is a licensed stager. She knows exactly how to make it, and they've been doing this a long time, and they're used to doing the pictures online and all this stuff, so they know how to make the house look just right to get people to come in.
One of the things I learned is like kitchen counters is take stuff off. I know you like to have this on there and that on there. You got your toaster on there. Put the toaster down inside somewhere. Make it maximum counter space. You know, let them see that there's a ton of space to put what they're going to visualize sitting there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Just one thing.
I see that.
Just one thing.
You're just going to pick the one thing.
Okay, two. Garage.
Here we go.
Garage, okay? Seriously, my garage packed full of stuff. I went and rented a storage unit, if you can find one nowadays, right? But back when I did sell my house, 4 years ago, we went ahead and took stuff out of the garage and put it in a storage unit because they've got so much
makes
stuff.
Sense.
And then when you come into the garage, you know you got space for the cars. They don't see boxes, and you know what I mean?
That makes sense.
See?
I get it.
And that's what Bob and Linda Zadora would suggest, right? All right, let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. They're in Marion County, looking into Baxter County. That is beautiful Cotter, Arkansas, the horseshoe bend of the White River. Amazing shot, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora on their website at retiredarkansas.net. And just every time we look at it, really,
it's breathtaking.
I'm jelly, always jelly.
And then they've got a second camera that does all the zoom
there you
in.
go.
And that's my second favorite shot right there.
Second favorite. Wait, is the one that zooms to the right in the distance?
Up by the island where you can see the island.
Yeah, I agree. One day,
this used to be my favorite shot.
When I was doing your side of it while you were gone to Fargo, I seen that shot. I didn't switch to it. There it goes.
There it is.
I seen that, and I was like, that is an awesome shot.
See, there I am fishing on the river.
Isn't that something?
You think I'm here, but...
Really? He's a robot.
Mentally, I am there.
Mentally, I'm there. Mentally, I'd be there too, but mine would be more of kayaking because I always get skunked fishing. Although, the last time we went on the Crooked Creek, I got me 4 sunfish.
4 sunfish.
4 sunfish. Look at it zoom in.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Got a little smoke.
Go on the water.
Very nice.
Fire in the sky.
No fire in the sky. No fire in the sky.
Oh, okay. Smoke on the water.
Smoke on the water. But yeah, fire in the sky means meteor, and we don't need that.
No. Okay. Never mind. We'll take that back.
Go to retiredarkansas.net where you can find the Z Team listings, and the MLS listings are also on there. They are licensed in Arkansas and Missouri. So if you want to live, up in Gainesville, across the border, they can help you with that also. And go to retiredarkansas.net to find these beautiful shots of the White River all day, 24/7. Imagine when a storm comes through, lightning. It's amazing to watch it on the camera on that full view of it. Really cool to watch the clouds come over Cotter, and hopefully not anything other than just maybe some clouds and rain and lightning. No tornado.
They've got so much on that website if you haven't been to that lately.
Yeah.
But then they just kind of revamped it.
They did.
Made things a little bit more user-friendly and stuff like that. But they keep a lot of information. The full MLS is on there. Different activities that are going on in the community,
right,
where things are at. There's just so much going on, and that their website has got so many 5-star ratings. It is just amazing. So
they want
it's
you
worth
to
going to.
Yeah, they want you to be informed not only of the listings they have for sale, but also what goes on in our community and why it's such a great place to live.
Yep.
Yeah, God's country, and the railroad.
Oh. Let me go back.
That's all right. The railroad. Look at that. That's cool. Still in operation. Still going. What are they picking up there? I forget.
I don't know there. I know
textile.
I know Contractors Trust
is there.
That's it. Okay. They I know they get a lot of lumber and stuff through the railroad.
So they're getting lumber dropped off. Very cool.
They get a lot of lumber through the railroad.
Very nice. All right, let's take a look at the weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Excuse me. In Mountain Home at 71 degrees, Harrison 71, Batesville 69, Yellville at 70, Marshall at 70, Salem at 69, Mountain View at 70, Calico Rock at 71, West Plains, Missouri at 69, Springfield, Missouri at 69, Poplar Bluff at 70, and St. Louis at 69. Oh, look at that. It stays for a predetermined amount of time. And then it just wants to be refreshed. It's like, come on, guys. A lot of activity in Missouri is what I was noticing this morning. Not a lot across the nation. Down in more western part of Texas, you've got some activity there close to the border. But look at Missouri. It is totally covered, and it's flowing into Kentucky and Tennessee. You got some activity up in the northern part of Minnesota. Otherwise, let's zoom in and look at what we got. We'll keep it over these three states here. You can see a lot of showers activity going across the eastern part, lower eastern part of Missouri. It starts to dissipate once it gets into Tennessee and Kentucky, but you know how that can change. But as of right now, Jefferson City down or to Kansas City, stretching to the more eastern part of the state, lots of activity. So batten down the hatches, it could get hairy.
Harry, there's that word again.
I know you love it when I use that word. Weather news. High pressure moving slowly to the east. You can see over Oklahoma, the panhandle of Texas. Monsoon season remains active in the southwest. All right. Watch out for monsoon
That shouldn't
season.
affect us, hopefully.
No, I think we'll be all right. It looks like the most part of the state has a heat advisory. We're going to be all right here in the northern part of the state. Oklahoma, Louisiana, parts of Mississippi. And then they have an excessive heat warning there. Oh, and I call it the three corners. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the side of Mississippi. Excessive heat warning. You know, take breaks, drink lots of water, go in the AC when you can. I can only imagine what it's like to be an outside worker.
Oh.
It's just, you got to take breaks. 7-day forecast. Today we've got a chance of rain, then rain likely later in the day, high of 83. Tonight, 90% chance of rain, low of 64. Wednesday, an 80% chance of rain, high of 72. Wednesday night, decreasing clouds, low of 60. Thursday, sunny, high of 82. Thursday night, mostly clear, low of 61. Friday, sunny, 86 for the high.
86?
Mm-hmm. See, in the 80s. Look.
I can live with that.
Where's your 90s you were talking about? They're not here.
They're not here.
Friday night, mostly clear, low of 65. Saturday, 20% chance of thunderstorms, high of 87. Let's see what Sunday looks like. 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a high of 81. Sunday night, a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy with a low of 67. So see, we're at the 80s.
Good camping weather.
Your 90s ain't there. Oh my goodness, right? With the lows of the 60s at night. You have a pullover. You know, I mean, yeah. That's how you want to go camping. I tell you, I'm going to build a tiny camper.
No, are you?
Yep, I am.
Impressive.
Tree pollen today, none. Grass pollen today is low, tomorrow is none, Thursday is low. I can tell you, we might not have no grass pollen, but we're going to have some grass because every time it rains, mine shoots up.
Yep.
Ragweed pollen, wow, today is moderate, and then none, and Thursday low.
It's because of the rain, I think.
Yeah.
Ragweed is coming.
It's coming. Norfolk Lake water level 557.57. Level is 5.57 feet above full pool. As of today, they're generating 0. Bull Shoals Lake water levels at 664.28. Level is 5.28 feet above full pool, and they are generating 5. And it looked like
quite a few.
When we were watching the White River, it was. I mean, it looks up. It's been looking up since the beginning of their 8-generation run.
Yeah.
But they're generating 5, and hopefully that boater that was fishing has his life vest on. It's just safer than sorry, right?
There you go.
And that's a look at your weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call at 405-0793. They're realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And I always say they have a commitment to excellence that shows with their 98% satisfaction rating. They're going to take care of you from start to finish and probably even check up on you from time to time afterwards, right?
There you go.
That's right. We'll take a break and come back with some community news.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detail services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. In some community news, how about some state news? The Arkansas Supreme Court issues provisional order placing recreational marijuana amendment back on the ballot. The title, I guess, was a problem, and so the commission didn't want to put it on the ballot because of the title. But the people that are, wanting the amendment sued, and the Arkansas Supreme Court agreed with them until they figure out, I guess, a more appropriate name that tells people what it is. It's basically recreational marijuana, whether or not we want it or not. It's in 19 states now. I think it's eventually, within the next 10 or 15 years, it's probably going to be in every state. So it just, people have to get used to the idea. It's just the way it is. And the Arkansas Lottery revenue, net proceeds for scholarships soar in July, which is a good thing because, I mean, you think the lottery, people spending money on it, you're always going to lose. But that money goes to the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. And so these are people going to college that get this money. And it reached a huge amount for July. Let's see, July increased from 8.3 million a year ago to 12.4 million.
All right.
That wasn't the highest back when it was 1.6 billion projected jackpot. It was at 13.8 million in January of 2016. That's been the highest. So it's actually a good thing. But the Baxter County Fair is coming next week, August 23rd through 27th. And they promise that it's going to be larger and a fantastic carnival with music groups to be scheduled. And so you can go to BaxterCountyFair.org and see.
They've already been moving stuff in. They're still moving stuff in at the end of the week. So.
Right. Some of the entertainment they're going to have are some bands. Starting Wednesday, August 24th, Jerry Hopper Band, 7 to 9 p.m., the outdoor stage. Thursday, August 25th, the 9N Band, 7 to 9. And Friday, August 26th, the Leslie Williams Band. Saturday, August 27th, the Katie Laney Project. Those are all 7 to 9 on the outdoor stage. So that's going to be pretty cool that they're going to have bands out there this time.
That's awesome.
We have the truck pool. That is scheduled Saturday, August 20th. Saddle Club Arena at 7 p.m.
You got to look at the rodeo. They always got something going on over there.
That's right. So, rules and regulations for the truck pool. Consumption of alcohol beverages will not be tolerated. Okay. Pulling vehicles must be operated in a safe manner at all times within the confines of the truck. Pits and staging areas. Directors have the right to stop and disqualify any vehicle if it is not being operated in such a manner as will be considered safe. Kill switches are required on all modified trucks. You can find all of this stuff at BaxterCountyFair.org. Hit the home button here. Scooter, if you pull that up there.
Yep, I can do it.
There you go, BaxterCountyFair.org. And you can see down here event schedule. It's got a calendar, but you can see it's August 23rd through 27th, so there's not really anything on there. Photo gallery, master gardeners, the entertainment, truck pool, parade, commercial exhibits. So the parade will be Wednesday, August 24th at 5:30 p.m. Theme is celebrating family, food, and fun. And I didn't know that they have first place, second place money.
Yeah, they always have something going on.
I didn't know it's not. I thought it was just prestige to be the winner. You know, no pre-registration is required. Floats will be judged by category at 5:15 p.m. Floats will be the only participants judged in 2 categories, general and religious. Political floats will be for exhibition only. Horses, bicycles, and children's dress-up will not be judged.
Oh.
There you go. Go to BaxterCountyFair.org. And check out the the parade stuff that's going on. Very cool. Always love going to the parade. Right?
Oh yeah.
And
it's packed.
It is. All right. And with that, we are going to come back with some videos from the Arkansas Game and Fish.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy.
There is a delight in the hardy life of the open. There are no words that can tell the hidden spirit of the wilderness, that can reveal its mystery, its melancholy, and its charm. The nation behaves well if it treats the natural resources as assets, which it must turn over to the next generation increased, and not impaired in value. Conservation means development, as much as it does protection. Theodore Roosevelt. In the early 1900s, President Roosevelt held a White House conference on conservation. As concerns about natural resources and wildlife grew, Americans were spreading west, replacing vast forests with cities, cropland, and pastures. Arkansas was changing, especially the wildlife. Elk, bison, and swan were completely gone from the state. Ducks, quail, and fish were harder to come by. Something had to be done. In 1915, Act 124 was signed into law, and the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was born.
In 1916, Arkansas's first game wardens were hired for $80 a month, and they had to provide their own horses. Times have changed, and so have our tools, but the call to protect our state's wildlife and natural resources never will. I take a lot of pride in knowing we're all carrying on the legacy of those original 9 wardens.
In 1918, the Migratory Bird Treaty Act was passed. Unregulated hunting had caused populations of many bird species to decline sharply, and market hunting posed a similar threat to North America's waterfowl. The act set federal regulations on the hunting of migratory birds. And nearly 100 years later, that means plenty of ducks for us today.
During the 1920s, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission took steps to increase the deer population in our state. As late as the 40s, the deer population remained bleak in Arkansas. Hunting was closed in several counties. But progress was being made, and with the help of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, record harvests have become the norm with each deer season. One of the state's oldest and most successful fish hatcheries was dug by hand and by mule right here in 1928. As director of the Game and Fish Commission's Fisheries Division for many years, some of Joe Hogan's innovative principles for raising fish in ponds and transporting them across the state are still practiced today.
In 1937, the Pittman-Robertson Act provided federal assistance for projects to restore, enhance, and manage wildlife resources. Arkansas has used millions of dollars over the years for habitat projects just like this one.
In 1945, Amendment 35 became effective, making the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission an independent state agency. This gave the commission much needed stability and ushered in the way we still do business today.
This place is legendary among duck hunters. Thanks to the foresight of game and fish managers and commissioners nearly 70 years ago, this place is now known as one of the best places in the world to hunt mallards and flooded green timber. Alameda is one of the greatest places for the public to come hunt, and we're very fortunate to have it.
Thanks to the Dingell-Johnson Act signed in 1950, when you make purchases like this, you're actually giving back to fishing in our state.
In 1951, this beautiful place was completed. It's been stealing the hearts of fishermen for generations.
At the request of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, NBC came to film a live duck hunt in 1956. And more than 250,000 ducks filled the air in front of the cameras on that day, and outdoorsmen have been flocking to our state ever since. 7 years later, I produced the first of many long-running fishing shows shot here in Arkansas.
How about that? Man, that's pretty solid, yeah. Appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
Now, technology has really changed, but the thrill of filming the great outdoors never will.
We were known as the bear state long before we were known as the natural state, but black bears were almost hunted completely out of the state of Arkansas. Today we have over 5,000 bears in the state, thanks to the reintroduction effort in the 1950s and 60s. This reintroduction effort is recognized as the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history, and we're very proud of that.
In 1971, hunter education classes began in the state of Arkansas. First and foremost, the Arkansas Game and Fish wants to make sure every hunt ends safely. It is something that has given me peace of mind and helped me to enjoy our hunting even more.
Can you imagine this beautiful spot being underwater? That's what would have happened had dams been put in place in the late 1960s. In part, thanks to the Arkansas Game and Fish, this became America's first national river, the Buffalo National River. Hundreds of thousands of people come to the Buffalo National River every year.
Elk once roamed Arkansas far and wide before the settlers transformed the landscape. Against the odds, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission brought the elk back beginning in 1981. By 1998, the herd had grown large enough for a limited hunt. I got this one in 2004.
We're known for our miles of trails, wild game, and breathtaking views. When the 1/8 cent conservation sales tax passed in 1996, it gave the Game and Fish Commission much-needed funds to keep creating the habitats and improving the quality of wildlife our state reveres so much. It's nice to know that everyone in the state has a hand in helping nature.
I started my boat company right here in Arkansas. And in 2001, Game and Fish made boating safer for everyone by instituting boating education courses.
In 2001, the first of 4 Arkansas Game and Fish Nature Centers opened in Pine Bluff. Part classroom, part museum, part playground. These nature centers offer visitors walking trails, exhibits, and hands-on fun.
My love of fishing started long before we founded the Ranger Boat Company. In 2012, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission resolved the minimum flow issue with the assistance of a lot of people. Now, trout have the habitat and conditions below Bull Shoals Dam to grow and thrive, and will benefit generations to come.
More than 100 years later, it is our mission to continue to carry out the legacy President Roosevelt once spoke about. Cherish these natural wonders. Cherish the natural resources. Cherish the history and romance as a sacred heritage for your children and your children's children.
This is our Arkansas.
My Arkansas.
My state.
This is my outdoors.
My weekend.
My life.
This is my everything.
This is my calling.
This is my legacy.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
You make the deer woods great.
You make the fishing great.
You make my state great.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Thank you for protecting our most valuable resource for 100 years.
Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
a higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment, their service.
The most typical response is probably fear, followed closely by a sense of wonder. For some, black bears are a symbol of wilderness. For Myron Means, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's black bear biologist, bears elicit respect and admiration.
Their physiology, the lifestyle that they've evolved into, a feast and a fast lifestyle, you know, being able to go without food for 4 to 5 months at a time, have a gestation period, give birth, wean cubs, they're a truly remarkable animal.
The story of Arkansas's black bears almost ended tragically, but now it's literally a textbook example of wildlife management at its finest.
It was thought at the time of pre-settlement that Arkansas had maybe as many as 50,000 black bears in the state, and we were unofficially nicknamed the Bear State. Through the time of settlement, 1700s and 1800s, bears were market hunted for their fat, and they were almost hunted to extinction in the state. And by the late 1920s, the General Assembly of Arkansas actually made it illegal to bear hunt, to kill a bear in the state, but by that time it was almost too late.
As few as 3 or 4 dozen bears persisted in southeast Arkansas, in the bottomlands where the White and Arkansas rivers meet the Mississippi. But in 1958, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission embarked on a plan to bring back black bears.
They brought 254 bears in from Minnesota and Manitoba, Canada, and they released them at sites in the Ozarks and Ouachita mountain ranges.
Arkansas Game and Fish released bears over a 10-year period. Historical upland forest had been cut down, but their rebirth gave rise to rich wildlife habitat.
That population flourished under those conditions, and it was so successful that by 1980, Arkansas Game and Fish Commission was able to reopen bear season in the state.
Bears are back, a natural part of the landscape, as they were before our forefathers set foot here. Today, the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission regulates bear hunting and keeps close tabs on the natural state's bears.
Population's thriving. We estimate that we have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state.
Black bears inhabit the Ozarks and Ouachitas, as well as the lower White River area.
Those three populations, we kind of treat them as distinct populations. There's not a lot of immigration and emigration back and forth into those populations from one another.
Bear season takes place in the fall in Arkansas and is controlled by various regulations and a quota system. The season has a set length, but also closes if hunters check a certain number of bears. Over the past 5 years, hunters have taken an average of 422 bears per season in the natural state. Considering there were less than a few dozen bears here just 90 years ago, it's one of wildlife management's most incredible success stories.
No other natural resource agency has ever reintroduced a large carnivore as successful as Arkansas Game and Fish Commission has. It's considered the most successful reintroduction of a large carnivore in history, not just Arkansas or the United States, but around the world.
To maintain that success, Myron Means and the Game and Fish Commission's bear team constantly monitor the state's bears. And while harvest numbers are instructive, they only tell part of the story.
Total length is 55. It's really critical for us in monitoring our bear population to kind of have an idea of how many bears are coming into the system, as well as how many bears are going out of the system that are harvested during the bear season. Well, the way we monitor how many bears are coming into the system is to have a good distribution of collared females across bear range. Of those collared females, we'll go in every year and do cub counts if they're in a cub cycle, or yearling counts if they have yearlings with them, because the cubs will stay with them for actually 2 den cycles. So by doing that, we're able to monitor reproduction effort and survival effort of those cubs up until the time they're a year old.
Radio-collared female bears are tracked to their winter dens. Bears with cubs then get a visit from the Game and Fish Commission, giving us a deeper view into the black bear's world and the work that ensures a robust Arkansas bear population.
We're going to go quite a ways further down, but I just want to tell everybody from here on down we probably need to be as quiet as possible. She's just right down below the hill here, but we still have probably another 75 yards. This is a female, black, no chest blaze, and she is 5 1/4 pounds.
Keeping track of Arkansas's black bears requires an understanding of the number of bears leaving the population as a result of regulated hunting, but it also requires insight into how many bears are entering the population.
Arkansas's bear population is really good and really healthy, but it's not like we have 20,000 black bears in the state. We only have 4,000 to 5,000 bears in the state. So it's not like you see bears all the time. So unless you go in and put your hands on females with cubs, and unless you have good data from year to year to year, you really don't have any idea of what's going on with reproductive rates of our bear population.
Game and fish biologists have attached radio tracking collars to dozens of female bears across the state. That representative sample allows wildlife managers to track birth rates and cub survival and make informed management decisions. But first, you have to get to the bear den. Reaching a bear den in the Ozark National Forest isn't the easiest task.
The experienced mothers like to have their cubs in very remote, hard to access areas. Typically they're going to den down in deep ravines and stuff like that, and a lot of times they're pretty hard to access.
With the bear den just 20 yards away, biologists Myron Means and Matt Melson quietly prepare the drugs they'll use to sedate a bear that, contrary to popular belief, is not actually hibernating.
A lot of people think bears are true hibernators, and they're not. They can go through periods of kind of a deeper sleep, but they can also arouse immediately. Even though it's really cold and all that stuff, when we do these den surveys, those females, when we go in, they can hear us coming, it wakes them up, and they're always aware of what we're doing. Some of them are more aware than others. Okay, here we go. She has at least 2 cubs. You can hear 2 different cubs feeding. We just started her, and it'll generally take 10 to 15 minutes for the drug to take effect. Boy, I'm glad I got her in the neck. God, she's huge. She is big. She's got a freaking head that wide. She's always been a big bear. Man, that's a pretty good adrenaline rush. If you're an adrenaline junkie, that's a pretty good rush. Especially when she raises her head up and looks at you 3 feet away. sobriety test right now.
15 to 20 minutes later, it's safe to begin the den survey. The first step is taking care of Mama Bear.
That drug dries out their eyes. They can still blink a little, but they don't have anything to lubricate their eyes.
Adhesive bandages keep dust and debris out of her eyes and also aid in calming the female while the rest of the den work progresses. The main focus of this research is the cubs, which give wildlife managers a window into the reproductive success of the state's bears.
Black, no chest blaze.
Biologists record identifying characteristics such as color and other markings. They weigh the cubs and take a series of measurements, including body length, chest circumference, and foot size. By plugging the measurements into a formula, wildlife managers can better estimate a cub's age and determine its developmental progress compared to known averages. Over time, the information gathered from these remote bear dens allows biologists to track trends in the bear population and adjust regulations as needed.
You know, if you impact the population too heavily on bears, instead of rebounding in a year or two like maybe a deer population would in an area or something like that, you're talking about a population that may take a decade to rebound.
Because bears have relatively low reproductive rates compared to other Arkansas mammals, annual den surveys provide vital information. Case in point, there was a significant decline in black bear reproduction for 2 years after an unusually late freeze in the spring of 2007.
You know, we had the Easter freeze in 2007, which decimated the soft mass and the hard mass crop for that year. All the fruits and berries in the summer that bears eat, all the acorns and nuts in the fall that bears eat, all that stuff was wiped out. That's why we monitor these bears every year. We were able to make adjustments to our harvest strategies statewide to offset such a high harvest rate and to allow our reproductive rate to come back up to where it needed to be, so we didn't have drops in the population overall. It's kind of the checks and balances.
On average, Arkansas's black bears give birth to 2 cubs every other year.
And the gestation period is only about 65 days for a bear, which is extremely short.
Cubs are born in January, weighing a ½ pound or less. They gain about a pound a week until they emerge from the den with their mother in April. The black bear's den cycle is another natural marvel.
Once she enters that den cycle in mid-November, she will not eat, she will not drink, she will not urinate, she will not defecate.
Bears can recycle intestinal nutrients during the denning process. They also can convert nitrogen from urea into amino acids that aid in muscle development.
And they can actually come out of a den cycle, lose 25% of their body weight, which is all fat, and still have more muscle mass, you know, 5 months, 4 months later when they come out of a den cycle with cubs.
Before this den survey ends, the adult female will get a thorough examination. This bear received new ear tags that identify her as part of the Game and Fish Commission's bear research.
I'll face it the opposite direction in case we can see her with binoculars. We'll have it coming pointing in both directions.
The bear cubs go back into the den with a mother bear who's showing signs of waking from her slumber.
Yeah, she's moving real well already.
Black bears are one of the natural state's most dynamic and fascinating animals. And thanks to the work of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission, the story of Arkansas's black bears continues to inspire.